Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. I'm calling my show the Peter Shit Show for the moment because I'm feeling kind of ill from I don't know, some sort of toxicity. I was working with some what I thought was an alloy of bismuth and tin, and all of a sudden I felt lightheaded and hallucinated, and a burning sensation on the bottom of my feet. And I think I probably got poisoned by some impurity in that metal. I was working with a Cero True alloy, which should have been a eutectic of bismuth and tin. I've worked with both bismuth and tin before, and I never had symptoms like that. And so I haven't been feeling very well as a result. Anyway, I'll find out what metal it was soon. I know a coin dealer who has a device that can test stuff like that. But please continue to pray for me by singing along with me, gesturing, and leaving a dislike on this video. Let's sing it again. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. So I want you guys to pray for a number of things. Let's start with my career again. Part of the reason I got I went into a binge of pouring casting metals this past weekend to the point that I got ill was because I really loved the freedom that it brought me at all of my other work. So next semester I'll be teaching at three different colleges, and all of those interviews I handled by being myself. I didn't have to worry about closeting any of my ways of life, right? I talked very freely about it. I even asked for some time off on what was that, September 18th, to go see a lunar eclipse. I also talked about uh, trading some shifts with a couple of my colleagues. So you got one colleague who had some issues, and I wanted to potentially go to a backgammon tournament. I haven't really finalized that tournament, but I was able to talk freely about my ways of life, my atheism, and a number of other things that I normally might have closeted had I really needed that job, right? And in the end, I ended up getting all three jobs anyway, so it was nice. Unfortunately, it comes at the cost of whatever poisoning I had the other night. It comes at the cost of all these all nighters. It comes at the cost of not always being able to eat right and sleep right, and all the rest, right? And it really goes to show how little we really do have, right? In order to eliminate or reduce some of the toxicity at work, it takes a lot of time. I don't have unlimited amounts of time. The other thing I want to mention is that I'm making it a goal by this Thanksgiving. I want to make something livable on my art alone, and then my teaching will just be extra gravy on that. And the reason I want to do it that way is because, first of all, my art projects are a big piece of my life. It's a shame that I don't make something livable off of it, right? Not that I want to quit any other work that I'm doing. And number two, I want to be able to freely be myself at my day job. And so I looked up what was the poverty line for one. It's about $13,000 a year. I want to make that a goal for my art projects by Thanksgiving. I'm already pretty close to that level, but by Thanksgiving, I want to make at least $13,000 a year on my art project. That's my new goal. So please pray for me by leaving a dislike on this video. And to be fair, I think it's not so much the art that I have to improve, it's the connectivity with other people that I have to improve, right? If all I had to do was make bismuth crystals, oh my God, I could churn a lot of those. Actually, the main thing that limits how many bismuth crystals I can make is how quickly I can turn them over, right? Because eventually I'll run out of space, I'll run out of money, right? If I don't turn them, right? That's the main limiting factor. If I had access to all the bismuth in the world and I had access to all the space in the world, oh my God, I could churn a lot of bismuth crystals, right? So my main limiting factor is my connectivity more than anything else. And earlier this week, I got a taste of what connectivity really means. See, I spend a lot of time in the student union at Phoenix College. And the student union is kind of semi open to the public. Sometimes you have people who are not even involved in the college hanging out there. You got a lot of homeless people, which is fine. As long as they're well behaved, we don't have a problem with that. And sometimes I chat with these people and I come to realize some of these homeless people, by the way, are artists too, not metal casting art, but other kinds of art. So I sometimes chat with these people and I come to the conclusion the main difference that separates a homeless artist from one of the successful artists that I meet at an art show is connectivity. Some of these homeless people are quite well educated as well. Some of them have degrees. And the main thing that separates them from a colleague of mine at the college is usually connectivity more than anything else. I'm not exaggerating when I say that, by the way. Some of these people have degrees, hobbies that they probably could monetize with the right connections, and all the rest, right? The main thing that they probably don't have is connectivity. And of course, once you're in that boat, it's really hard to gain connectivity as well, right? Connectivity and influence and possibly good health as well. I would say those are the main things that those people lack in order to build that career. I really would say that. I really would. There's one more thing I want you guys to pray for. So tomorrow is Monday, and I go to a board game meetup every Monday, and that's one place that I sometimes like to make connections for my art project as well. I want you guys to pray for. There's this girl that I like there, and unfortunately, the reason I haven't made a move on her is because I don't want to rock the boat. I actually do like her, and so I would rather keep her as a friend than to try to risk asking her out on a date and having that turn south. And the other problem is that I really love that the dynamics of that meetup. I've been to several meetups. I've completely lost touch with the other meetups because some of them don't accept me for who I am. One guy was really nasty to me when I walked away from a game due to some finger foods he was eating. I have food allergies. He made nasty remarks. Long story short, I got into a shouting match with him and threatened to kill him, and that was that, right? Eventually, I was able to apologize to the other people in that group, and the other people actually agreed that they would be upset. They would have handled it differently, but they agreed on why I was upset at the remarks that he had made. And so, just it's very rare for me to find a group like the one I'm going to tomorrow, and that's the main barrier for why I haven't asked to go out on a date. And it goes to show that if I had 5 groups like that, or even 3 groups like that I was going to regularly, I probably would have asked to go on a date, right? And it goes to show how little I actually do have. So please pray for that as well. So what do we have here? The pray that I make a living wage on my art career. Pray that I make more connectivity. Pray that I get accepted for who I am, and pray for good health. And just in general, please pray for me by leaving a dislike on this video. This is the Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum.